Miracles happen when we stop trying to control everything in our lives. It might sound strange, but the truth is, when we try to force life to go our way, we often push away the very things we want. We hold on too tightly to ideas, plans, and expectations, thinking we know best. But life has a rhythm of its own, and the more we try to control it, the more we lose touch with that natural flow. When we let go, we create space for something better. It's like trying to hold on to water. No matter how tightly we grip it, it slips through our fingers. But when we open our hands, the water stays. The same principle applies to everything in our lives. When we loosen our grip on the things we think we need, we allow the universe to send us the right things at the right time. Letting go doesn't mean giving up or being passive. It means trusting that life is unfolding exactly as it should, even if we can't see it. When we stop resisting and start allowing, we open ourselves up to experiences, people, and opportunities that we might have missed while trying to control everything. The act of letting go is a powerful choice. It's the decision to stop fighting against the current and start flowing with it. It's in this space of surrender that miracles appear. We often hear about miracles, but what we don't realize is that they don't come from our effort. They come from our ability to step back and allow life to work its magic. The tighter we hold on to our fears, doubts, and expectations, the less room there is for miracles to find us. The first step toward this is simply letting go of the need to control every detail. Let go of the idea that everything has to happen on your terms. When you make space for the unknown, you allow life to show you what it has planned for you. And believe me, what life has planned for you is often far greater than anything you could have imagined. When you let go, you also let go of the stress and anxiety that come with trying to control everything. You stop fighting against the flow, and instead, you find peace in simply being. This peace doesn't come from having all the answers, but from trusting that everything will unfold as it should. It's a deep knowing that you don't have to worry, because life is working in your favor, even when it doesn't seem like it. Life has a natural flow, just like a river. When you're in tune with that flow, everything feels easier, lighter, and more aligned. But when we try to swim upstream, we create resistance. We make life harder than it has to be by fighting against the current. The truth is, life isn't against you. Life is always moving forward, always guiding you toward your highest good. Trusting life's flow is about understanding that everything has its own timing and rhythm. You don't have to force things to happen. When we let go of the need to control every outcome, we make room for life to work its magic. It's about embracing the idea that things don't always happen on our schedule, but they always happen when they're supposed to. Think about the times when you've tried to force something to happen. Maybe it was a relationship, a job, or a goal that you pushed for with all your might, but no matter how hard you tried, it didn't work out. And then, just when you stopped trying so hard, things started to fall into place. That's life's flow. When you stop forcing, life moves with you, not against you. When you trust the flow, you'll start to notice that things begin to align effortlessly. Trusting life's flow means accepting that you don't have to have all the answers right now. It means knowing that you don't have to control everything. You can take a step back and trust that life knows what it's doing. This doesn't mean sitting back and waiting for things to happen without any effort. It means doing what you can, but doing it without the pressure of needing it to go a certain way. It's about showing up, being present, and letting the pieces fall into place. When we trust the flow, life becomes easier. We stop carrying the weight of every outcome and start enjoying the journey. There's no need to constantly check the future because we know that everything is unfolding perfectly, even if we don't see it yet. This trust is the foundation of peace, and when we trust, we invite calm and clarity into our lives. The flow of life is like a gentle current. It's always there, guiding you, supporting you, moving you toward what's best for you. The more you trust it, the more you'll find that life moves in your favor. Things will start to happen naturally without you having to push or force. And when you let go of that need to control, you'll find that life gives you everything you need at the right time. One of the hardest things to accept is that everything happens in its own time. In a world that values speed and instant gratification, waiting can feel like a curse. We want things to happen now. We want the answer, the opportunity, the love, or the healing to show up as soon as we ask for it. But life doesn't work on our timeline. It works on divine timing, and that timing is always perfect, even if we can't see it. Divine timing is the idea that everything happens when you're ready for it, not a moment before. It's the understanding that things are unfolding according to a plan that's bigger than we can understand. Just like a seed doesn't bloom the moment it's planted, we too have our own seasons of growth. And sometimes the things we want to happen aren't ready to come to us yet because we haven't grown into them yet. Have you ever felt like you were waiting forever for something to happen? Maybe it was a job opportunity, a relationship, or a dream that you were so sure was meant for you. But no matter how hard you tried or how much you wished, it didn't happen when you wanted it to. That can be frustrating, but that's when we need to trust that the universe is waiting for the right moment. Divine timing teaches us that delays are not signs of failure. They're signs of protection and preparation. Sometimes the thing we want isn't what we need at that moment. It's like trying to give a child a toy that's too advanced for them. It's not the right time. So instead of seeing delays as roadblocks, try seeing them as opportunities to grow. Maybe life is giving you the space you need to prepare for something bigger and better. You don't have to rush through life or force things to happen. Trust that everything is coming to you at the right time. The job, the relationship, the health, the opportunity, it's all on its way, and it will arrive when you're ready to receive it. Divine timing is not a punishment. It's a blessing. It's life's way of making sure that everything you're meant to experience comes to you in the right moment, not too soon, not too late. When you trust divine timing, you release the pressure of having to have everything figured out. You let go of the fear that you're running out of time. You understand that life has its own pace, and that pace is exactly what you need. The healing, the growth, the success, it will all come when it's meant to, and when it does, you'll realize that it came at the perfect time, when you were ready to fully embrace it. In the meantime, trust that the universe is working behind the scenes, aligning everything for you. Every delay, every closed door, every twist in your path is part of the greater plan. You don't have to see the entire picture right now. Just trust that it's being painted for you step by step, and soon you'll see how every piece fits perfectly into place. Surrender is often misunderstood. Many people think surrender means giving up, losing, or accepting a life that feels small. But true surrender is the opposite. Surrender is strength. It is the quiet kind of strength that does not need to prove anything. It is the kind of strength that knows, deep inside, that life is not here to fight you. Life is here to guide you. Surrender is when you stop holding your breath and finally allow yourself to breathe again. It is when you stop bracing for impact and begin to soften. And in that softness, something powerful happens. You begin to feel supported. So much pain comes from the belief that you must control every outcome to be safe, that if you do not manage every detail, something will go wrong, that if you do not hold everything together, everything will fall apart. But surrender teaches you a new truth. You were never meant to carry the weight of the whole world. You were never meant to hold every door open by force. You were never meant to keep fixing what is not yours to fix. You were meant to live. You were meant to grow. You were meant to love yourself through it all. Surrender means you stop arguing with the present moment. You stop saying, "This should not be happening," and you begin saying, "This is what is happening, and I can meet it with peace." That does not mean you enjoy everything. It does not mean you pretend you are not hurt. It means you stop adding extra pain by resisting what is already real. Resistance is like pushing against a wall that will not move. It drains your energy. It steals your peace. Surrender is when you step back from that wall and realize you can choose a different way. You can choose to work with life instead of against it. There is a calm intelligence in surrender. It says, "I do not need to force what is meant for me. I do not need to beg life to give me what belongs to me. I do not need to chase what will come in the right time." This kind of trust is not blind. It is built from experience. Think of how many times you feared something would ruin you, and yet you made it through. Think of how many times you thought you would not survive a change, and yet you did. You may not have liked it, but you grew. You learned. You became stronger. Life did not break you, it shaped you. Surrender also brings honesty. When you stop trying to control everything, you start seeing clearly what you can change and what you cannot. You start understanding where your energy is actually useful. You can take action from a calm place instead of action from panic. You can make decisions from self-respect instead of decisions from fear. You can say no when you need to. You can walk away when it is time. You can rest without guilt. You can stop trying to earn love by suffering. And this is where self-love becomes real. Because self-love is not just saying nice words to yourself. Self-love is allowing yourself to be human. It is allowing yourself to feel tired without judging it. It is allowing yourself to not have all the answers. It is allowing your heart to be tender. Surrender is self-love in motion. It is you saying, "I care about my peace enough to stop fighting what I cannot control." It is you saying, "I trust life enough to stop squeezing it." Surrender is not a single moment. It is a practice. Some days you will feel strong and open. Other days you will feel afraid and tight again. That is normal. The goal is not to be perfect. The goal is to notice when you are gripping too hard and gently return to trust. Even the smallest step into surrender can change how you feel inside. Even one deep breath can remind your body that it is safe to soften. Even one quiet decision to stop forcing can create space for ease to enter. Surrender is wisdom because it understands something simple. You can still move forward without pushing. You can still grow without rushing. You can still receive without chasing. You can still be guided even when you cannot see the full path. And when you live this way, your heart becomes lighter. Your mind becomes quieter. Your days become less about fear and more about faith. Not faith in a perfect life, but faith in your ability to meet life with love. Control often looks like safety, but it rarely feels like peace. Control feels tight. It feels like holding your breath. It feels like the mind running in circles, trying to predict every outcome. It feels like needing answers right now. It feels like replaying conversations, worrying about the future, and carrying problems to bed at night. Control can become a habit, and many people do not even realize they are doing it. They think it is normal to live in constant tension. They think it is normal to always be on guard, but peace asks for something different. Peace asks you to loosen your grip. Releasing control does not mean you stop caring about your life. It means you stop carrying your life as if you are alone in it. It means you stop acting like everything depends only on you. It means you allow room for support. You allow room for timing. You allow room for life to surprise you. When you release control, you step out of the need to manage everything, and you step into a calmer way of being. You begin to understand that you can do your part and still let life do its part too. A major reason people hold on so tightly is fear. Fear of losing, fear of being disappointed, fear of making the wrong choice, fear of being judged, fear of not being enough. And fear makes the mind grab for control because the mind thinks control will stop pain. But control does not stop pain. It only changes the shape of it. It turns pain into tension. It turns uncertainty into worry. It turns simple moments into mental pressure. Peace comes when you face the fear with softness instead of force. Peace comes when you tell yourself, I can handle this even if it does not go the way I planned. There is also a deeper truth here. Many things you try to control are not meant to be controlled. You cannot control how someone feels. You cannot control how quickly something changes. You cannot control how the world moves. You cannot control the past. You cannot control every outcome. Trying to do so is exhausting. It is like trying to hold the ocean still. The ocean will still move. The waves will still rise and fall, but you can learn how to float. You can learn how to ride the waves instead of fighting them. Peace does not require a perfect life. Peace requires a grounded heart. Peace is an inner decision that says, no matter what happens, I will not abandon myself. That is where loving yourself first becomes important, because if you do not love yourself, your mind will look outside for safety. It will try to control people and situations to feel okay. But when you love yourself, you create safety inside. And when you feel safe inside, you do not need to control as much. You can let life breathe. Releasing control can start in very simple ways. It can start with your body. Notice your shoulders. Are they tight? Notice your jaw. Is it clenched? Notice your breathing. Is it shallow? Your body often holds control, even when you do not notice. So begin by telling your body something gentle. You can relax. Take a slow breath. Let your shoulders drop. Let your face soften. Let your breath move lower. This is not just relaxation. This is trust becoming real in your body. Then notice your thoughts. Control often shows up as what if? What if it goes wrong? What if I fail? What if I lose? What if I'm too late? What if I am not enough? When those thoughts appear, do not fight them. Fighting them gives them power. Instead, meet them with kindness. You can say, thank you for trying to protect me, but I choose peace. You can say, I do not need to solve everything right now. You can say, I will take the next right step and let the rest unfold. Peace grows when you stop asking life to obey your fear. Peace grows when you stop demanding quick proof that everything is okay. Peace grows when you allow things to unfold one moment at a time. That does not mean you never plan. It means you plan from calm. You plan with flexibility. You plan without letting your plan become your prison. You stay open. You leave room for better answers. You leave room for new paths. You leave room for miracles that do not match your old expectations. When you release control, you also become more present. And presence is where life actually happens. So many people live in their minds in the past and future, and they miss the quiet gifts of the present. They miss the chance to feel supported right now. They miss the chance to notice that their breath is still here. Their heart is still beating. Life is still moving through them. Peace is not found by running faster. Peace is found by returning to now. And here is another hidden gift. When you stop controlling, you often become clearer. You begin to hear your inner guidance better. When the mind is loud, it is hard to hear anything deeper. But when the mind quiets, a calm voice can rise. It may not shout, it may not rush. It feels gentle, simple, and steady. It feels like a soft knowing. That knowing becomes easier to trust when you are not pushing. That knowing becomes easier to follow when you are not afraid. Releasing control is how you stop living in constant tension. It is how you come home to yourself. It is how you start choosing peace as a daily practice. And each time you choose it, your life begins to feel lighter. Not because everything becomes perfect, but because you stop carrying what was never yours to carry. Words matter, not because they are magic on their own, but because they shape what you focus on. They shape how you speak to yourself. They shape what your mind learns to expect. If you speak to yourself with fear all day, your body will live in fear. If you speak to yourself with calm, your body begins to relax. Affirmations are not about forcing yourself to believe something you do not feel. They are about choosing a new direction, gently, again and again, until your heart starts to follow. Trust and patience are not always easy. There will be days when your mind wants proof. There will be moments when you feel tired of waiting. There will be times when you want answers right now. In those moments, affirmations can be like a hand holding yours. They can remind you that you are not alone. They can remind you to return to peace. They can remind you that life is still moving, even if you cannot see it. The most important part is how you say the words. Say them slowly. Say them with a soft breath. Do not rush. Do not shout them like a battle. Let them be gentle. Let them be kind. Trust grows best in kindness. Patience grows best in peace. And if you do not believe the words fully at first, that is okay. You can still let them soothe you. You can still let them guide you back to calm. One simple affirmation for trust is, I relax and I trust life. This is not a promise that nothing hard will happen. It is a promise that you will meet life with open hands instead of clenched fists. Another one is, everything is unfolding as it should. This helps the mind stop fighting the present. It gives your heart permission to breathe. It reminds you that you do not need to understand everything to be okay. For patience, you can say, I am safe while I wait. Many people do not realize they feel unsafe when they are waiting. They feel like waiting means losing. They feel like waiting means failing. But waiting is often life preparing something deeper. So when you say, I am safe while I wait, you teach your body that time is not the enemy. You teach your mind that you do not have to panic. Another powerful affirmation is, what is meant for me will come to me in the right time. This takes pressure off your heart. It removes the need to chase. It removes the fear that you have to grab everything before it disappears. It reminds you that what belongs to you cannot miss you. It will not pass you by because you did not force it fast enough. You can also use, I let go of what I cannot control. This is simple and clear. It tells the mind to stop wrestling with the impossible. It helps you return to what you can do right now. Breathe, choose, rest, take one step. And when fear rises again, as it often does, you can say, I choose peace in this moment. Not later, not when everything is fixed. In this moment. That is where your power is. Trust is also connected to self-love because when you love yourself, you stop treating your life like a test you must pass. You stop punishing yourself for not having everything together. You stop believing you must be perfect to deserve good things. So you can add affirmations like, I am worthy of love right now, and I support myself with kindness. These are not selfish. They are healing. They build the inner safety that makes it easier to let go. Sometimes the mind will say, but what if it never happens? In those moments, instead of arguing with the mind, return to a gentle truth. Life is guiding me, even now. This is a calming idea because it does not demand details. It does not require you to know how it will work out. It only asks you to trust that you are not lost. It asks you to trust that you are being led step by step. And when you need a short, strong line to carry through your day, use something simple. I trust, I allow, I receive. These 3 words can become a steady rhythm. Trust softens the fear, allow opens the space, receive lets life enter. When you repeat them, you shift from pushing to opening. You shift from worry to calm. You shift from control to peace. Affirmations work best when they become part of your everyday life. You can say them while breathing in the morning. You can say them when your mind starts racing. You can say them before sleep. You can say them in small moments, like when you are waiting, when plans change, or when you feel unsure. Each time you repeat them, you are training your mind to return to faith. You are training your body to relax. You are choosing a softer way to live. And that is the heart of it. Trust and patience are not things you either have or do not have. They are choices you practice. They are ways of returning to yourself. They are ways of remembering that you do not have to force life to be good. You only have to stay open enough to let good find you. Letting go becomes much easier when you learn to love yourself first. Because when you truly love yourself, you stop trying to earn peace from the outside world. You stop needing people, situations, and results to behave a certain way so you can feel okay inside. Self-love gives you a steady base. It becomes your inner home. And when you have an inner home, you do not panic when life changes. You do not fall apart when something ends. You do not lose yourself when someone does not understand you. You may still feel pain, but you do not lose your worth. Many people think self-love is selfish, but self-love is not about thinking you are better than anyone. It is about treating yourself with basic kindness. It is about speaking to yourself with respect. It is about not turning your mistakes into weapons. It is about not calling yourself names when you feel weak. Self-love is the choice to stand with yourself, especially on the hard days. It is the choice to say, I will not abandon myself. When you do not love yourself, you often look for control. You may try to control how you are seen. You may try to control how others feel about you. You may try to control the future so you can avoid hurt. But control is never a true cure for fear. It is only a cover. Self-love is a real cure because it builds safety from the inside. It says, even if life changes, I will be here for me. That is why self-love comes first. It creates the inner strength that makes surrender possible. Self-love also teaches you what to release. Sometimes you hold on to something because you think you need it to be whole. You hold on to a hope that keeps hurting you. You hold on to a situation that drains you. You hold on to a version of yourself that no longer fits. But when you love yourself, you become honest. You stop choosing what breaks you. You stop staying where you feel small. You stop begging for love where love is not being given freely. Loving yourself first means you respect your own heart. Self-love is also a practice, not a perfect feeling. Some days you will feel confident. Other days you will doubt yourself. But self-love does not disappear on the doubt days. It shows up as the way you speak to yourself during doubt. It shows up as the way you let yourself rest. It shows up as the way you forgive yourself. It shows up as the way you keep going without punishing your spirit. You can start with something simple. Notice how you talk to yourself. If you spoke to someone you love the way you speak to yourself, would that person feel safe with you? This is not to shame you. It is to wake you up gently, because your inner voice matters. Your inner voice becomes the place you live. So begin shaping it into a kinder place. Begin saying, I am doing my best. Begin saying, I am learning. Begin saying, I can handle this. Begin saying, I am worthy of love, even now. And when you love yourself first, you stop chasing love like a starving person chases food. You stop chasing approval like your life depends on it. You start choosing what feels healthy, steady, and true. You become less interested in proving your worth and more interested in protecting your peace. That is a spiritual shift. It is a return to your own soul. Self-love makes your life lighter because you stop carrying shame. You stop carrying the belief that you must be perfect to deserve good things. You start believing that you deserve kindness simply because you exist. And that belief changes everything. It changes what you accept. It changes what you allow. It changes what you release. It changes how you walk through the world. When you love yourself first, letting go is no longer a loss. It becomes a gift you give to your own heart. Fear and doubt are two of the biggest reasons people hold on so tightly. Fear tells you that if you let go, something bad will happen. Doubt tells you that if you relax, you will miss your chance. Together, they create a heavy pressure inside the body. They make you feel like you must rush, push, and control. They make you feel like peace is dangerous. But peace is not dangerous. Peace is healing. Fear is loud, but it is not always true. Fear often comes from the past. It comes from old pain, old disappointments, old moments when life felt unsafe. Your mind remembers those moments and tries to protect you from feeling them again, so it stays on alert. It searches for problems. It expects things to go wrong. It tightens your chest and keeps your thoughts running. This is not because you are broken. It is because your mind has learned a habit, and habits can be changed. The first step is to stop judging yourself for feeling fear. Many people feel fear and then feel ashamed about it. They think, I should be stronger. But shame makes fear worse. It adds another layer of pain. Instead, meet your fear like you would meet a scared child, with gentleness, with patience, with calm. You can say, I see you. I know you are trying to protect me, but I am safe right now. That simple line can soften the nervous system. It can begin to untie the knot inside. Doubt is often a sign that you have forgotten your own strength. Doubt says, what if it doesn't work? What if I am not ready? What if I fail? But if you look back, you will see that you have already lived through many hard things. You have already found your way through uncertainty. You have already survived changes you did not think you could survive. So doubt is not the truth about you. It is only a temporary feeling. You do not have to obey it. Letting go of fear and doubt does not mean you never feel them again. It means you stop letting them drive your life. It means you stop making decisions from panic. It means you stop choosing small safety over true peace. You begin to say, I can feel fear and still choose trust. You begin to say, I can feel doubt and still take the next step. This is important because courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is moving forward with a soft heart even when fear is present. One of the easiest ways to loosen fear is to come back to the body. Fear lives in fast thinking, but peace lives in breathing. So when fear rises, slow down your breath, bring your attention to your chest, relax your shoulders, soften your belly. Fear often makes the body tighten, and the tight body sends a message to the mind that danger is near. But when you soften the body, you send a message that you are safe. This is how peace begins to return. Then you can speak a truth that is simple. I do not need to know everything right now. Fear demands answers. Fear wants certainty before it relaxes. But life does not always give certainty first. Sometimes life gives one small step, and when you take it, the next step appears. So you do not need to see the full road. You only need to be present for the next part. Another way to release doubt is to stop making the future your judge. Doubt often asks the future for proof. Show me it will work out, then I will trust. But trust does not work like that. Trust is a choice you make now. Trust is a decision you make before the proof. This does not mean you ignore reality. It means you stop letting fear control your spirit. It means you stay open to good outcomes, not just bad ones. Fear also fades when you remember this. What is meant for you will not require you to destroy yourself to get it. If you have to beg, chase, shrink, or suffer to hold something, it is not peace. True blessings do not demand you lose yourself. True love does not ask you to betray your worth. True paths do not require constant fear. The right things may challenge you, yes, but they will also support you. They will help you grow without crushing your heart. And so when fear and doubt rise, instead of gripping tighter, practice opening. Practice saying, I release what I cannot control. Practice saying, I choose peace over panic. Practice saying, I trust life to guide me. These are simple words, but they train the mind. They teach the heart. They bring you back to spiritual truth. You are not alone, and you are being guided. There comes a moment when you realize you do not want to live in tension anymore. You do not want to spend your days chasing, proving, and controlling. You do not want to fight life as if life is your enemy. You want softness. You want peace. You want to feel safe in your own heart. And that is possible not because life becomes perfect, but because you choose to meet life with trust. Letting go is not about losing. It is about coming back to yourself. It is about releasing what drains you so you can hold what heals you. It is about taking your hands off the things that were never yours to carry and placing your hands back on your own heart. Because loving yourself first is not a nice idea. It is a spiritual practice. It is the foundation of every calm decision you will ever make. So when you feel the old habit returning, when you feel your mind gripping and your chest tightening, return to something simple. Return to your breath. Return to the present moment. Return to the truth that life has carried you before and can carry you again. You do not need to force what is meant for you. You do not need to chase what belongs to you. You do not need to fear the timing of your life. Speak these words slowly, like you are speaking to your own soul. Let them land gently. Let them feel real inside you. Say, I release the need to control. Say, I trust the flow of life. Say, I am safe in this moment. Say, what is meant for me will come to me at the right time. Say, I love myself first, and I choose peace. And as you hold these words, notice what changes inside. Not because everything outside has changed, but because you have. Your energy shifts when you stop pushing. Your heart opens when you stop fighting. Your spirit becomes lighter when you stop carrying the weight of fear. This is how healing begins. This is how miracles find room to enter. Now say it one more time, softly and with calm strength. Everything is unfolding for my highest good. Say, I relax, I allow, and I receive. Say, I trust divine timing. Say, I am worthy of love and peace right now, and let that be enough. Let this moment be enough. Let your breath be enough. Let your heart be enough. Because you are not behind, you are not forgotten, you are not failing, you are growing in the exact way you need to grow. Life is guiding you even when you cannot see how. And as you keep choosing trust, as you keep releasing control, as you keep loving yourself first, you will feel it more and more clearly. You are being held, you are being led, and good things are finding their way to you.